3rd for 1 o'clock. We're on a little bit later because we had a little bit of a technical delay and I had a little bit of a schedule delay. So I thank everybody for this. The 2nd and 4th Wednesdays will be on later. We'll be on at 10 p.m. just because of some other moving parts that are going on. To stay connected with me, make sure that you add me on Facebook at the page Author Andrew Snorton. That's AuthorAndrewSnorton. And on your other platforms of Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, please make sure to add me at AuthorASnorton. And when you add me on Instagram, if you make sure to click on the link in the bio, that'll take you to my press and media. So you can download a copy of my press and media kit, get all the info on all the books, audio books, different events I've done, and more, different interviews, things along those lines. So before we get rolling, I want to shout out to the folks who've joined me on Instagram, and definitely make sure to look them up and connect with them. So shouts to Pearlific. Thank you so much. Hope you and yours are having a good day and a good week. Try Serenity. Thank you so much for taking time. And the MILF Next Door. Make sure to check them all out and the creative work that they're doing. I'm going to go ahead and sip on my tea right quick. As you hear, the throat is a little bit better. But you know, those winter things, it happens. And before we get into our selection for the day and our encouraging note for the day, obviously, we want to acknowledge people who are going through some challenges right now. We know some people, physical health issues, it could be mental health issues, it could be job related, family related, who knows what, just still trying to map a few things out and what have you. So that anyone that's going through any sort of challenge or what have you, we want to send a word of encouragement out to you, letting you know that there are people that are keeping you in mind and hoping that you pull through as positively as possible. By the same token, take the time you need to pause, to pivot, to kind of reboot, re-strategize. If what you're going through requires professional help, do not hesitate to get any professional help that you need. If what you're going through requires you just changing your surroundings, the places you go, or the people that you're around, or things along those lines, whatever constructive things you have to do in order to pivot and move in a better space and place, please do so, because there's people who need your presence, who really genuinely need your presence. And we want you to stick around for as long as you can. For those who are going through some great things, some of you new jobs, new projects going on, new ventures, or you've gotten through something, we want to send a word of congratulations to you. And as I'll tell anybody, you have every right to celebrate because you know what you've been led through in order to get there. Celebrate within reason, then feed off of that energy and go ahead and continue to build on the good things that you're trying to do. And let's not forget those who might be going through some challenges. So today's selection, word of encouragement, note, however you want to call it, is from the new book, Quotes and Notes. So we have it right here. Quotes and Notes. It's available on Amazon. It'll be coming to multiple bookstores real soon. And really, Quotes and Notes is a combination of original quotes, from yours truly, something that you have to, think of, reflect upon, see how it's relevant, see how it ties in with whatever you're going through or what have you, and then continue to move forward. And that's really it. Just putting yourself in a better space and place. And that's for all of us, myself included. And there's a quote that I want to do. Here's one that I'm going to use from the book. And what I've done is you have the quote, you have the rationale, and then you've got space to write it. So here's the quote that I want to use for today that hopefully will help out somebody. And it's as follows. You can still do something with something. Let's say that one more time. You can still do something with something. So what on earth is meant by that? And this is kind of borrowed. Here's a quick logic or rationale to help you. The late Arthur Ashe notes, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. So in other words, even though we always want things to be perfect and in alignment and things along those lines, sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes you just simply have to get started. So just get started where you are. And based on what you've got access to, go ahead and make the most of it. And then do what you can with it. But the hope is, as you're able to do more and learn more, you see where I'm going with this. You can continue to build and continue to grow. And I'm going to say this other quote to remind you, because we know there's some people that do this type of nonsense. Don't let people talk you out of who you are and whose you are. Let me say that one more time. Don't let people talk you out of who you are and whose you are. That's real powerful, because it's very easy to forget who you are when you're going through something, or whose you are. So don't let people talk you out of, you're not someone who can cook. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to end up being a chef, but you can still cook something. Or it doesn't mean you can't draw. You might not do, a Picasso or a Romare Bearden, but you can still draw and interpret and put something together and visualize. Or creatives hear this all the time. You're not a big time fashion designer because you're not in, I don't know, Macy's or whatever. Well, it does. You can still be big time and not be there. Heck, or you're not a big enough chef because you don't have a restaurant. Well, hello, you can cater. So hopefully you see where I'm going with this. So hopefully that quote from today can help out some people, and it's taken out of the book Quotes and Notes. Taken out of the book Quotes and Notes, and make sure to pick up your copy. So there's a couple of real fast moving parts that I want to make sure to share, and hopefully it still keeps people encouraged. This coming Saturday, October 22nd, for those in the greater New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, New Brunswick, New Jersey. Actually, tomorrow, October 20th, at the New Brunswick Performing Arts Center, check out the 10th anniversary event held by Styletainment. They're a great fashion, creative, artistic group that does some wonderful work. And this is their 10th anniversary of A Survivor Story, which is basically the story of the creator of the group and her survival through breast cancer and her success through breast cancer. And then on October 22nd at the Grand Hyatt in New Brunswick, New Jersey, is the Black Tie Gala. I'll serve as one of the red carpet correspondents and co-hosts, as there's not only recognition for at least 10 extraordinary women who are breast cancer survivors, but with the silent auction that they're doing, full black tie and all that, it's helping generate funds for a great project that Styletainment's doing to help provide additional resources for breast cancer survivors. So make sure to check out Styletainment at styletainment.net, as well as on your social media platforms of Styletainment to check them out. Send a donation, get a ticket if you can. Even though I won't be there, but I want to give a shout to my alma mater, Wake Forest University, on October 22nd for their football game this Saturday, 3:30 p.m. against Boston College. They're doing their induction for the Wake Forest University Hall of Fame, and that's really, really big. And I have to give a shout to Ms. Barbara Trotwine, better known as Mrs. T, who has been an institution within the music programs, marching band, pep band, you name it. She has had her hand in it for so many years. She was one of the key people when I was a student there. And even when I get a chance to go back there, memory is sharp, her music acumen is sharp, but her people skills are beyond compare. And that's an understatement. So for those of you that can make your way to Truist Field in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, get a ticket, give a shout out to Ms. T, as well as everybody else who's getting recognized. October the 30th, join me in Louisville, Kentucky at Fonte's Coffee from 12 to 2 p.m. Book signing as well as a product release. So you got to be there to go ahead and get your drip on. But 12 to 2 p.m., Fonte's Coffee, Louisville, Kentucky, October the 30th. Many, many thanks to the DuSable Museum up in Chicago, Illinois. I was fortunate to be a participating author for their event back on October 8th. Wonderful experience. Chicago, wonderful place. Wonderful people are there. So just many, many thanks to them, and many, many thanks to everybody lending support. A few of you have been checking up on me. Health-wise, I'm doing all right. I was under the weather Friday and kind of been up and down, but doing better. So thank you for everyone who's been asking. Thank you to everybody who has been supportive, especially of the new book, which came out a little bit sooner than what was planned. But many, many thanks to everybody who's supporting with the purchase of Quotes and Notes, Something's on the Horizon, as well as all the other books and audiobooks. So as we get ready to kind of piece a couple things together, a couple of people I definitely need to acknowledge and recognize again. Voicer268 on Instagram, make sure to check them out. Thank you, thank you. Prolific on Instagram, thank you for stopping through. Try Serenity on Instagram, thank you for stopping through. And the MILF Next Door, thank you for stopping through. Check them out because there's a lot of people out there doing some creative things professionally, community-wise, and we need to speak encouragement into them. So as we get ready to wind down, I hope, with our usual opening for people who are going through it, as well as people who are doing well, just continued words of encouragement, well wishes, continue to speak life into whatever you're going through. Again, to stay connected with me, add me on Facebook at the page Author Andrew Snorton, AuthorAndrewSnorton. Add me at AuthorASnorton on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Make sure if you add me on Instagram, click on the link in the bio. It'll go straight to my press and media. You can go ahead and go through all the interviews, and then navigate through the website to go through just everything. And thank you guys for all your support. Shouts to my friends at the Status Network and Live TV channel. Thank you for your support and your encouragement. And yeah, so we got on a little bit later today, so I apologize for that, but I appreciate everyone taking time to join me and tune in for a few. So as we get ready to wind down, as I always try to say, whether small or big, a victory is a victory, and whether slow or swift, movement is movement. So stay victorious and keep it moving. And I will look forward to seeing you guys real soon. So take good care, continued well wishes with all that you are working on. And again, thank you everyone on the gram. Thank you to everybody, who's taking time to support and what have you. I really hope you guys stay encouraged, stay warm, because it's getting a little bit cooler, but stay encouraged and all that type of thing. And just keep building on the good things you're doing and just keep at it. All of us take a moment to pause and then keep going. So until next time, y'all, seriously, take really good care. Look forward to seeing you next week. Or if you're going to be in Jersey, see you guys in Jersey. All right.